A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Mensa fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensa was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensa comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Cade. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going left, Fluff Bothwell. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And some room to work. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's Mensah to throw. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's a return from midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we get a look at the stats, lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Still on his feet. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Mensah pulls it in. It's Vaughn. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw in the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him, and not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Picked off to stop the threat. Flying out to the left. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They knock him down right there. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Go. Fighting off the defender. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's West. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Run inside. It's Johnson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping.
Here's a give to Bothwell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Bluff Bothwell again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Mensa to throw. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him, trying to buy time. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. These little gains gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So now it's second and long. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Look out, he's got room. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Mississippi State going up tempo. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this when they are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Running to Green. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for a gap. It's Crosby. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Picks up the first down. There's some room. Powers through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The